Hi, my name is Tracy Broughton. I have decided to do research on vocabulary development in English language learners, which is also known as ELLs. This is my third year teaching in the Sioux City Community School District. I also have my endorsement in ESL, and ESL means English as a Second Language. I got this endorsement due to the fact that I knew that many of the diverse learners would be in my classrooms. This is my third year having a cluster classroom for English language learners. A cluster classroom is when students are assigned at the grade level they are in to a classroom with a teacher who has a special training or specific training. This is my third year. Like I said, I have 7 ESL students out of my 23 students in my classroom. I have 4 level 1 students, meaning that their English is not proficient. I have 3 students that are 3s and 4s, meaning that they are becoming proficient in their English speaking, listening, reading, and writing skills. English learners have a lack of their vocabulary knowledge. In the Sioux City Community School District, 20% of the district students are classified as English language learners. A third of these students are reported to be born outside of our country. According to the Sioux City Community School District Legislation Action Priorities, English language learners are the fastest growing group of students in the Sioux City Community School District, representing 18% of the students' population. The district serves more than 2,200 English language learners with a committed staff and teachers. The diverse student population represents nearly 40 different languages and dialects. According to the Center of Immigration Studies, currently, Iowa's English language learners student graduation rate in the state is 79.3%, compared to Iowa's overall graduation rate, which is 91.4%. The percentage of Iowan children for the immigrant families grew from 2.4% in 1990 to 11.3% in 2017. Sioux City had a higher percentage of students from immigrant households, and Sioux City's percentage was 17%. It was higher than any other county in Iowa as of 2017. Here is my thesis statement. The general problem that the growth of an English language learner's vocabulary knowledge can result in being unsuccessful academically now and for their future years in education. I am very passionate about giving English language learners equal opportunities in my classroom, just like any other student. I want to be able to research and know that the activities and lessons that I am providing to the students is high quality and research-based instruction. I care about this issue because I am a third grade teacher and I want my students to be successful both in school and out of school. For English language learners to be able to learn directly on vocabulary instruction, this will increase their fluency and their comprehension skills. Additionally, students who have English as their second language, they're not confident in speaking with their peers. In order for the students to be able to speak and understand one another, they need to have the foundational skill of vocabulary. Additionally, it's so important for me to be able to spread the awareness of this and that we are going to see more of these students and teach more diverse learners in our future years of teaching. As teachers, we also need to become students, and we need to learn how to properly educate English language learners and to set them up for as much success as English-speaking students. Effective interventions are research-based. They are developed in small groups of students, and they are very pivotal in vocabulary instructions and to develop an efficient reader. Millions of students living in the United States have great difficulty learning to read. According to Gibson, by the 4th grade, approximately 1/3 of United States students have not acquired even basic literacy skills. For English language learners, the proportion of students who struggle with learning to read surpasses the national averages. Vocabulary is a great way to incorporate so many learning moments and activities in the classroom. It helps students with their ability to immerse themselves in the learning environment and to become lifelong learners for their future. Foundational knowledge. Differentiating. When teaching English language learners, it is important to ensure the activities and lessons are differentiated for the best possibility of success for the students. Using visual models, bilingual activities, small group instruction are very important to incorporate. This will allow them to begin fluently speaking and reading. Additionally, this will help scaffold their instruction for assessment. English language learners are not allowed accommodations for district assessments in our school. Professional development is extremely important to teach others and for the importance of English language learners to bridge the gap and to make sure classrooms are a more equitable place for English language learners. For best practice, according to Ross and Begany, using visual representations, transitional text, text-based vocabulary learning approaches, fill in the blank, storytelling, and matching activities are best practice in the classrooms. All of these require the English language learner to have a foundation to scaffold their learning. This will increase the student's awareness to recognize and understand words read and spoken. Here are my research findings. Vocabulary. Effective vocabulary instruction emphasizes direct instruction. After students read, teachers can use wordplay to reinforce the understanding of new words and to create enthusiasm for learning those new words. While students may be learning new words and encountering them in their reading, it is crucial that teachers give English language learners the tools to acquire vocabulary through explicit instruction. Next, the achievement gap. Students coming from another country already have so much negativity impacting them, and they are already having a major gap from their peers. Socially and academically, students are feeling like a minority within the walls of our school. Using direct vocabulary instruction will begin to bridge the gap for ELLs and non-ELLs. High-quality activities. It is important to explicitly teach vocabulary using effective strategies that will engage students in their learning. A considerable number of researchers have argued that using specific vocabulary building strategies play an important role in closing the achievement gap. Lastly, technology. Using technology to facilitate vocabulary learning is an important aspect to consider with technology becoming more popular within our classrooms. iPads can be used to increase ELL's knowledge in word recognition and understanding word meanings. This application, including auditory, visual, and kinetic approaches, which are all beneficial to English language learners. All this research has an appropriate vocabulary development, which will increase the students' fluency and comprehension skills throughout all subjects in schools, as well as their social skills. Here are my action research questions. Number 1, how can schools bridge the gap between general education teachers and ESL teachers about vocabulary instruction? 2, how much vocabulary instruction is necessary for ELLs to need to know? 3, how much literacy instruction is needed to improve vocabulary instructions? All of these questions would be great to continue to research and to dive deep into. Implications. These challenges have happened specifically because of the language barrier. Students have a hard time communicating with their peers and teachers. Additionally, teachers have a hard time communicating with the parents. Many parents are working in the evenings and cannot help their students with their work, or the teacher cannot communicate with the parents due to the language barriers and no access to translators. These challenges also come from external factors that are affecting these students. Some of the English language learners are they're separated from their family, or they're fleeing from their previous country due to war or other reasons. It's a drastic change to have to move away for the whole family and for the student in school. There are many challenges that ELLs face in the classroom. Since there is no one-size-fits-all when it comes to learning, teachers need to get to know students and understand how they learn. Once we all know this, we are able to meet the needs for all students to be successful. Teachers need to teach new vocabulary directly so that these students are able to make meaningful connections to use for their knowledge to bridge their gap. Here are my references. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. After all my research, I have learned about different aspects that go into my teaching vocabulary and how each of them can be beneficial for learning English language learners. This is my conclusion of my presentation, and again, thank you for listening.